Aloha, Wally Carmichael here, and good morning. I just had something really cool happen, and I love when this happens. It was very unexpected, but I was walking through the hall in the hospital, and a lady who I don't even know stopped me, and she's like, Master Carmichael, I really want to thank you. And she went on to explain that she knew that I was doing Insanity. She knew that I was running a fit club. She had heard about me. I was running a fit club over at the community center every Thursday night. And she was, a lot of people have been saying a lot of good things about the programs that I do. So she Googled my name to see what I was doing, if I was a personal trainer or what. She didn't know. So she found my website, a Beachbody provided website, and I also have my own personal website out there. But she eventually found my Beachbody provided website, and she looked around on my blog and stuff like that, and she ended up buying Focus T25, the new Shaun T 24. It's a 25-minute a day workout for 5 days a week, and I didn't even know it. And, I know when Beachbody gives me customers, because I get a little message in my front page of my back office that tells me that I have 2 new customers or something like that from Beachbody that Beachbody gives us from all those infomercials. But I don't always pay attention. I don't always know when I get new customers that just go to my website and purchase stuff. I send emails out to all my customers on a regular basis to keep them motivated, and that's part of why she thanked me. The other part is because she was a member of the 24-Hour Fitness, and I think she still is actually. But 24-Hour Fitness and other gyms and stuff like that are great. I'm not putting them down. I personally don't care much for gyms, but fitness centers are pretty cool because they have the trainers there and stuff like that. But it can get pretty expensive. For instance, I have a 24-Hour Fitness page open here for Honolulu, and it's $60 a month. And to get started, it's $129.69 to get started, and then it's $60 a month, and that's just for their basic package. Well, she paid $120 for Focus T25, and she's been doing it over the last couple of weeks in the comfort of her home, 25 minutes a day. And she's been going to my website. So here's the thing. She was not going to the gym on a regular basis. She had nobody to really hold her accountable other than she was paying $60 a month. So she was going to get started with a personal trainer. And again, spend more money for a personal trainer, which, is a good thing for a lot of people. But she's getting the same information from Shaun T in the workout, and then she's going to my blog for the nutrition, and she got a nutrition plan in her program with Focus T25, just like you do with all Beachbody programs. But through watching my blog posts and reading my emails that I send out to my customers, now she's interested in Shakeology. And I talked to her a little bit about Shakeology, and I told her, it's the densest nutrition product on the market, period. There's nothing else out there. Oprah did a 14-page article on Darren Orlean, the creator of Shakeology, and stated that there's nothing on the market that's as dense nutrition as Shakeology. There's lots of stuff out there, but I'm telling you, I've done the research, and nothing is as nutritious as Shakeology. But here's the thing, and I'm sharing this with you. If you were considering getting a Focus T25 program, which is $120, and then Shakeology is $130, but you can get the challenge pack this month for $180, think about the savings that you get by purchasing that challenge pack. And she thought about that too, and wished she had known about the challenge pack, which is on my site. She just didn't get to that part. So my point is, in part, one, I'm extremely honored that this lady has taken me. It's an honor for me to be her mentor in health and fitness and helping her along, even though she's doing it with a Beachbody program. She's getting advice from me, and I didn't even know it. I don't even know her. But here's the other point I want to make for you entrepreneurs out there. And granted, not everybody's an entrepreneur. But for those of you who have other businesses and stuff like that, look, I was with Amway for 5 years. I was with USANA Health Sciences for almost 2 years. I was with Herbalife for a very short period of time because I didn't like their product at all. But I got started with all of those companies for one reason and one reason only, and that was to make money. I knew nothing about the product when I got started. I've been a customer of Team Beachbody for more than 5 years when I started P90X about 5 years ago. And I was telling everybody about it. And then I got started with Insanity. Why? Because some other people were talking about Insanity, and I got started with Insanity. Then I've done hip-hop. I do hip-hop abs once in a while. I have that one. I've done Rev Abs, I've done Les Mills Combat, I'm now doing Focus T25, and I've done these programs and other people know about them. So you see, I don't have to go out and explain what P90X is and what Insanity is and all this other stuff. And then the cool thing about it is people will ask me about Shakeology because they heard of it. Where did they hear of it? They heard of Shakeology and P90X Results in Recovery Formula and this other stuff. They heard about it on the DVDs because Beachbody does the selling with their 7 top-rated fitness infomercials. And then they do the selling again on the DVDs with Shakeology and all this stuff. And most people these days are getting samples of Shakeology with their programs. So they're intrigued. They want to know more about Shakeology. So they always say, contact your Beachbody coach. That's me. I'm your Beachbody coach. And when they purchase a program offline, they get assigned a Beachbody coach. So they have my email, they have my phone number, and they contact me and they ask me about Shakeology, and they usually go ahead and buy it. How much easier is that? I'm not going to say this is easy because entrepreneurship does take time. It takes dedication. I am very dedicated to my customers and my clients. I'm very dedicated to the people who decide to join me as a coach and do the same thing in giving back. Because once I got my transformation story, it was easy for me to tell my story. That's all I do is I share my information. I share my experience with Beachbody, and I share the experience of other customers and other coaches with Beachbody. I don't sell. I don't have to. It's already sold. Beachbody spends $130 million a year on marketing and advertising. I don't have to sell the product. I just say, hey, you can get the product through me. I can give you a great value, and I can be your coach for free. The other thing is with this lady, the reason why she's looking into buying Shakeology is because a trainer that she was working with had her go to GNC and buy all of these vitamins and all of this stuff and these meal replacement shakes from GNC, and she's spending a lot of money on those products, and quite frankly she's not getting the results that she wants. So I've seen time and time again over the last year and a half in the people who meet their health and fitness goals and the people who don't, the two biggest differences, bottom line, and Beachbody has figured this out as well, that those who see results stay in contact with their Beachbody coach and drink Shakeology every single day. And of course they push play every day. They do their workout, which they were already doing, but they're not being held accountable to doing that. So if you have an accountability partner or you contact your Beachbody coach, chances are you're going to see success because you're going to keep pushing play. You're being held accountable by me. I'm going to email you, text you, hit you up on Facebook, put you in one of my Facebook groups. So look, I hope this has been helpful to you.